All right, well, I'm really not looking forward to this. I walked by the pool this morning and said, I'm not jumping in today. I have a couple, I have some nuggets of wisdom that I want to share, but I want to share it while I'm experiencing some pain. So I initially was going to jump in the pool, but then I thought, what do I not really want to do? And I really don't want to jump in my pond because it's very dirty and I've never been in it. So we're going to roll with it. Let's do this. All right. I really haven't shared a lot of my story. Some ice. Okay, great. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So I grew up in a town called Hemet. Grew up in a 700 square foot mobile home. And I remember sitting up late at night and I was just dreaming about what I would create in my life. But I didn't realize how many trials, how much doubt, how much insecurity, whew, that I'd have to go through to get to where I am today. As a kid, I grew up with a lot of insecurity. I wore glasses, eventually got into porn, just struggled being a man of faith. But I knew I wanted to be successful. So I kept trying, I kept pushing, I kept taking risks, kept overcoming fear and doubts until I eventually, years later, decided to start Rise Up Kings. But what most people don't realize is I had a false start. I started a company called The Unleashed Man, went all out, got shirts made, started building it, but had so much fear and insecurity and self-doubt. I remember journaling daily for 90 days, trying to battle the fear of launching it, and fully going live. So I eventually shut it down, didn't start it. And then about 2 years later, I felt the calling to lead men. And so I prayed, meditated, the name Rise Up Kings came to mind, and then I launched it. Within about 30 days, I launched my first event, and I had major fear and insecurity, but I pushed through. I kept going. I took risks. So if you're watching this video, you may have some dream, something big you want to do. You got to just do it. You got to push through. You're going to have self-doubt, but you're capable of so much more than you realize. Most men have big aspirations, yet they settle for a disappointing life, a life of average. My challenge to you is do something big. I teach on something at Rise Up Kings called the 6 keys. I've developed these over the last couple of years. Teach them at every event. And there's 6 specific keys that really have led me to create a life of success and create a life of fulfillment. And those 6 keys are clarity, getting clarity on where you want to go. Habits, developing habits that are in alignment with that goal, with that clarity. Mindsets. We have a mindset at Rise Up Kings. Pain is a path. It's okay to be uncomfortable. Comfort is actually the enemy. Pain is a path, right? Developing new mindsets. Associations is the 4th key. Being around people that are pushing, that are growing, that are striving, that are taking risks. Number 5 is accountability. Finding people to hold you accountable. And number 6 is tracking and reflection, journaling, processing along the journey, tracking the progress that you're making. That is the feedback loop that shows you if you're on the right track. So my brother, my sister, if you're watching this, take a chance, take a risk, play big, go all out in life. Is too short to live a life of averageness. You're capable of more. You got this. Let's rise up together. Okay. Man, fun.